Have you ever spoken in a room and felt invisible? You lay out your ideas clearly, maybe even passionately, but people brush you aside, interrupt, or look past you as if your words carry no weight. It's frustrating, isn't it? We're conditioned to believe that in order to be respected, we have to be louder, tougher, or more aggressive, that the one who dominates the room with volume wins. But here's the paradox: the most powerful people in history didn't command attention by shouting. They did it by speaking few words, delivered with clarity, calmness, and authority. Real influence isn't about noise, it's about precision. Imagine walking into a meeting, a family argument, or even a heated conversation with a stranger, and with a single sentence, you shift the energy in the room. People pause. They listen. They see you differently, not because you raised your voice, but because your words carried weight. Today, I'll share 10 Stoic-inspired phrases that compel respect in any situation. Whether it's with your boss, your partner, a colleague, or even someone trying to provoke you, these phrases protect your dignity and elevate your presence. And stay with me until the end, because phrase number 3 has the power to stop even your harshest critic mid-sentence. It can reset the entire tone of a conversation without you ever raising your voice. The wisdom of the Stoics: why words matter more than volume. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters." Respect isn't earned through outbursts or domination, it's earned through control. The Stoics believe that the right words, spoken at the right time, are like arrows, precise, small, yet capable of piercing through any resistance. Think about history. Leaders like Marcus Aurelius didn't need to scream to be obeyed. His composure, clarity, and brevity were enough to guide an empire. In modern times, the same rule applies. In a meeting, in a disagreement with your partner, or during conflict, your calm but firm tone carries more power than the loudest voice in the room. So let's dive into the 10 phrases. Each one is short, practical, and immediately usable. But when spoken with calm conviction, they shift how people perceive you, from someone easy to dismiss, to someone impossible to ignore. Phrase 1, I understand your point, but I disagree. At first glance, this phrase seems ordinary. But don't underestimate it, it's a weapon of calm authority. Most people, when confronted, either go defensive, that's wrong, or go silent to avoid conflict. Both extremes weaken you. This phrase strikes the balance. Psychological power. When you say, I understand your point, you validate the other person's need to be heard. Humans crave acknowledgement more than agreement. By doing this first, you disarm their defensiveness. But then comes the shift, but I disagree. Now, you've marked your independence. You refuse to be swept into conformity. Real-life scenario. Imagine you're in a meeting, and a colleague presents a risky idea. Most would either stay quiet to avoid rocking the boat or outright dismiss it. You, however, lean forward slightly, keep your tone even, and say, I understand your point, but I disagree. Instantly, the room sees you as someone who thinks independently and has backbone. Epictetus taught that our judgments, not events, define us. Here, you're exercising judgment without hostility. You're showing that listening does not equal submitting. Slow your pace. Pause briefly after, I understand your point. This lets the other person feel validated before you calmly deliver the pivot, but I disagree. The pause makes the disagreement more impactful, less reactive. Respect grows when people realize they can't sway you with pressure or groupthink. This phrase tells them, I hear you. I value your words. But I stand firm. Phrase 2, I don't find that appropriate. Few phrases carry as much weight in so few words. This isn't an attack, nor is it emotional. It's a clean boundary. People test boundaries constantly, through jokes, comments, or subtle disrespect. Most ignore it, laugh nervously, or overreact. This phrase does something rare, it halts the behavior instantly without aggression. Real-life scenario. You're at a family dinner, and someone makes a crude remark about you. Instead of laughing it off, you sit upright, keep your tone firm but not loud, and say, "I don't find that appropriate." Silence follows. You've defended your dignity without theatrics. Seneca said, "He who respects himself will be respected by others." By calmly refusing to endorse disrespect, you embody this principle. You don't fight fire with fire, you simply refuse to step into the mud. Look the person in the eye. Keep your voice even. Don't smirk, don't look away. Your stillness adds weight. This phrase works because it's non-negotiable. It doesn't invite debate. You've drawn a line, and the other person now feels the social pressure of having crossed it. Phrase 3, let's talk when we can do so respectfully. This phrase is nuclear, without the explosion. It instantly resets the tone of any heated conversation. Most people escalate when others get aggressive. If they shout, you shout louder. But escalation erodes respect. By calmly pausing and saying this phrase, you flip the power dynamic, you've just set the terms of engagement. Real-life scenario. A partner, friend, or colleague is raising their voice, interrupting you. Instead of snapping back, you take a breath, relax your shoulders, and say, "Let's talk when we can do so respectfully." Immediately, the storm loses force. The burden of respect now rests on them. Epictetus taught, "You can't control the actions of others, but you can control your response." This phrase is Stoicism in action. You refuse to let their anger dictate your composure. Speak slowly, lower your tone slightly. Then stop talking. Silence after this phrase is crucial, it forces the other person to feel the weight of what you've just said. This isn't avoidance, it's dominance through restraint. You've set the rules, we talk on my terms, or not at all. People quickly learn not to engage with you disrespectfully. Phrase 4, I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. This phrase is an exit strategy wrapped in dignity. It's how you stop energy-draining conversations without burning bridges. Psychological power. Arguments often drag on because people want the last word. By saying this, you deny them that game. You've ended it, not with anger, but with choice. Real-life scenario. A colleague keeps trying to provoke you into defending yourself. You recognize the trap. You lean back, stay calm, and say, "I'd prefer not to continue this conversation." The game ends, because you've removed yourself as a player. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." By stepping away, you prove you value your peace over pointless conflict. Keep your tone neutral, almost serene. Don't roll your eyes, don't show irritation. Your calm detachment makes the phrase powerful. The ability to walk away, emotionally or verbally, is one of the strongest demonstrations of inner strength. It signals that you are not chained to anyone's approval or provocation. Phrase 5, that's your opinion, and I respect it, but I don't share it. This phrase neutralizes pressure while protecting your independence. Psychological power. People often push their opinions as universal truth. Instead of fighting, this phrase acknowledges them while refusing to bend. Real-life scenario. A family member insists their political view is the only valid one. Instead of diving into endless debate, you respond calmly, "That's your opinion, and I respect it, but I don't share it." They can't accuse you of being hostile, but you've also stood your ground. Seneca wrote, "Being a slave to the opinion of others is the worst prison." This phrase is the key that unlocks that prison. You respect others, but you refuse to chain your mind to them. Psychological power. Most people interrupt or jump in defensively. By asking this, you show patience, control, and willingness to listen fully. That patience unnerves people, they feel your confidence. Real-life scenario. A family member rants emotionally. You don't cut them off. You wait, then say, "Is there anything else you'd like to add before I respond?" They pause, reflect, and calm down. Now they're ready to hear you. Epictetus advised listening more than speaking. This phrase embodies that virtue. It shows you can absorb without being shaken. Lean back slightly, soften your tone, and leave a pause afterward. Silence after the question makes them reflect more deeply. Power dynamic. You've subtly seized control. They realize you're dictating the rhythm of the exchange. Respect flows naturally to the one who controls tempo. Phrase 10, thank you for sharing that with me. This is the graceful exit. It ends conversations without creating conflict. Psychological power. Some conversations aren't worth continuing. This phrase acknowledges the speaker without committing yourself emotionally. It's respectful disengagement. Real-life scenario. A coworker keeps unloading complaints. Instead of being dragged in, you nod and say, "Thank you for sharing that with me." They feel heard, but you've closed the loop. Stoicism values protecting one's peace. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This phrase is a verbal wall protecting that inner peace. Smile slightly, nod once, then move on.